Yeah, we're rockhounding the 14th of January. Look at this. Pretty happy with that piece. I'm pretty happy just being out here in the sunshine. Wow. Thanks. Hey everybody, welcome to the Trout Hawk channel. You know, I want to talk a little bit about how this channel is kind of evolving more into rock hounding. I guess it's just because it's something I really enjoy doing, and I wanted to talk about a couple points that go with it. Number one is rock hounding from a perspective of a hunter and a fisherman. There's an agate. The other one is rock hounding and getting out and just being part of nature, and I think the two dovetail into each other. And along with that comes the fact that I haven't been able to really get out, and I haven't felt like it for the last 10 days. I've been sick. Normally I try to walk every single day, and our weather has been windy and not the most conducive to really even wanting to be outside. So today is such a beautiful day, and the sun is shining, and I'm getting over this, and this is doing more for my mental attitude than anything, and as does a good walk every single day. But I wanted to mostly, really talk about that and my appreciation for that. I think rock hounding, you can make it as strenuous and walk as far as you want to walk, and you don't have to have any set agenda. Some days I find agates and some days I find petrified wood, and today I've been finding a lot of yellow rocks, and maybe a couple little pieces of petrified wood. From a hunter and a fisherman standpoint, I grew up hunting and fishing, and I think that's given me a love of the outdoors and all things natural and wild, and especially rivers. This Yellowstone River is spectacular. I just love it. Floating it and going hunting for agates and petrified wood is just a dream come true for me. And just being out today like today, there's just a lot of gravel and a lot of places to look for really cool rocks. If nothing else, it's just getting out, and it doesn't have that competition sort of feel like hunting kind of does. Even though I don't want to make my hunting into any competition, it does seem like sometimes, you might be competing for spots, to hunt. Get to a place you really like and someone's there, you really can't just go in there and hunt, because you're going to scare the game. But with rock hounding, people are less competitive in that regard. There's still a lot of competition. You still have to seek out places where not very many people have been. This place I know has been picked over because it's a convenient place to get to. But that doesn't mean that you're gonna not have a chance at finding something or something really cool. So that's what I think I like. And the so much in the low pressure, you know, of just, you don't really have to worry about bait or fly selection or, you know, finding the right game animal, and you don't have that worry about losing an animal if you miss it or don't hit it right. And you know, you just go and look for rocks. I don't know, it's just really low key, and I'm really liking that lately. And I know it's so good for my psyche, and so many other people too. I've heard other people say the same thing, how it's just a way to get out and connect with the nature and the rocks and the geology and everything. I can walk out here put my foot in the Yellowstone River here, walk along the shoreline, and just enjoy that. I don't know, it's almost like being able to go to the ocean in the wintertime, you know. Here I have a very, very mild winter here, and open water, and sun is shining. I couldn't ask for anything more today, so appreciate you walking along with me and pondering these things. And if I find a nice agate, I'll tune in. There's a piece of garbage I'm going to pick up. You know, that's easy. Had kind of a dry spell and found some other rocks and some little stuff, and then now I'm starting to see little, can you see this guy right there? He shined at me in the sun. The sun's getting at a nice angle where you can shine in, yeah. It's kind of cool. I like those little agates like that. You can find them on the gravel roads too. But, oh, there's another one. Look at that. Can you see it? Pick it up for you here. Yeah. Not focusing very good. Come on. I was looking up here. That piece right there caught my eye. And on my way up to check it out, this little guy right here shined at me. I've cleaned him up a little bit right now. I don't know if you can see him or not there. Can you see the shine? See him? Where are you? There you are right there. Hard to see, but it shined at me, and I cleaned him up a little bit. And sure enough, got some color. Get up there. Nice little agate. Yeah, he was just shining at me. He just shined at me. Cleaned him up a little bit. I don't have any water with me, but he's got some color and everything. Pretty nice little agate. Well, we walked a little ways, not super far, and went to a place here that we know gets hit, and that's okay. Found some agates and some petrified wood. I found that one really good agate right off the bat. That might be a little piece of petrified wood. Almost looks like it. And my head feels a lot better, you know what I'm talking about? Emotionally. And I think I feel better physically too. And I know I do. The sunlight, the sunshine for mid-January. A couple thoughts come to mind. Number one is this river is really low and we don't have a lot of snow. And you know, that's one of the things about rock hounding. It's on this river, it's a never-ending resource because it floods every spring and just churns up new gravel and new river banks and uncovers gravel where the agates could hide. And so you take, you know, the major weather patterns into consideration, and it makes you think about how important flooding is for just even for rock hounding, you know. And you know there's more to it than that, you know. It's a rebirth of the whole river bottom and the scouring away of this river, one of the longest undammed rivers in the world, flowing right out of the headwaters of Yellowstone National Park all the way to the Missouri River in North Dakota. So I always feel like I'm part of history when I'm hunting this river. I just love it. I know a lot of people love this river, and I'm going to let it go at that for today. We walked a ways, but not super far, and got out in the sunshine and got my head cleared and from being cooped up and sick, and feeling better already, and found some petrified wood and some small agates and one really nice agate. So all in all, I'd call it a successful, perfect day, and I'm grateful for it. Thanks for watching.